Well, everyone considered him the coward of the county. He'd never stood one single time to prove the county wrong. When his mama named him Tommy, the folks just called him Yellow. Something always told me they were reading Tommy wrong. When Tommy was just 10 years old, when his daddy died in prison, I looks after Tommy 'cause he was my brother's son. And I still recall the final words my brother said to Tommy. He said, "Why now, son, my life is over, but yours has just begun. Now promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. You walk away from trouble if you can. Now it won't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. And son, I hope you're old enough to understand. You don't have to fight to be a man." Now there's someone for everyone, and Tommy's love was Becky. Well, in her arms he didn't have to prove he was a man. One day while Tommy was a-working, the Gaffin boys came calling. They took turns at Becky, and now there was 3 of them. Well, Tommy opened up the door and saw his Becky crying, while the torn and dress, the shattered look was more than he could stand. And as he reached above the fireplace, took down his daddy's picture, as the tears fell on his daddy's face, he heard these words again. "Now you promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. You walk away from trouble if you can. Now it won't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. Now, son, I sure hope you're old enough to understand. Son, you don't have to fight to be a man." Now when Tommy walks in the barroom, one of the Gaffin boys got up and met him halfway across the floor. Well, you could have pin dropped when Tommy stopped and locked the door. 20 years of crawling was bottled up inside him. He wasn't holding nothing back, he let 'em have it all. When Tommy left the barroom, not a Gaffin boy was standing, he said, "Now this one's a Becky," as he watched the last one fall. And I heard him say, "I promised you, Dad, not to do the things you did. I walks away from trouble when I could. Now please don't think I'm weak, I didn't turn the other cheek. Now, Popper, I sure hope you understand. Well, sometimes you gotta fight when you're a man." And everyone considered him the coward of the county.